Lyrical Ballads, published in 1798, is a groundbreaking collaboration between William Wordsworth and Samuel Taylor Coleridge, two prominent figures of the Romantic movement. This collection of poetry marked a significant departure from the prevailing poetic conventions of the time, introducing a new form of expression that emphasized emotion, nature, and the everyday experiences of ordinary people. The narrative of Lyrical Ballads unfolds through a selection of poems that collectively reflect the poet's shared vision for a more accessible and emotionally resonant form of verse. The story begins with Wordsworth's preface to the collection, where he articulates the principles that guide the poet's creative endeavors. Wordsworth advocates for a poetry that draws inspiration from ordinary life, expressing profound emotions in simple language accessible to all. He introduces the concept of the real language of man and emphasizes the importance of a poet's ability to capture the authenticity of human experience. The collection opens with Coleridge's haunting and supernatural ballad, The Rime of the Ancient Mariner. This epic poem tells the tale of a mariner who, having committed a thoughtless act by killing an albatross, is condemned to share his harrowing story with others as a form of penance. The narrative unfolds through vivid and symbolic imagery, exploring themes of guilt, redemption, and the interconnectedness of all living things. Coleridge's narrative prowess and the thematic depth of the poem set the tone for the rest of Lyrical Ballads. Wordsworth's contributions to the collection are characterized by his focus on nature and the human connection to the natural world. Lines composed a few miles above Tintern Abbey reflects on the restorative power of nature and the enduring impact of the landscape on the poet's soul. Wordsworth expresses his deep sense of gratitude for the solace and inspiration he finds in the beauty of the natural world, a theme that resonates throughout his works in Lyrical Ballads. The collection also features poems that highlight the struggles and joys of everyday life. Wordsworth's Michael tells the story of a shepherd and his family, exploring themes of loss, resilience, and the enduring bond between parents and children. The poem captures the rustic simplicity of rural life and reflects Wordsworth's belief in the intrinsic value of common people and their experiences. Coleridge's The Foster Mother's Tale is another poignant narrative in the collection, focusing on the tragic fate of a young girl who was abandoned and left to perish in the wilderness. The poem explores themes of maternal love, societal neglect, and the harsh realities faced by the vulnerable in society. Coleridge's use of a framing narrative and his skillful storytelling contribute to the emotional impact of the poem. A notable inclusion in Lyrical Ballads is Wordsworth's We Are Seven, a conversation between an adult poet and a young girl who insists that she has 6 siblings, despite the fact that 2 of them have died. The poem explores the innocence of childhood, the persistence of memory, and the poet's realization that the child's perspective challenges his own understanding of life and death. The narrative of Lyrical Ballads also includes poems that delve into the supernatural and the mysterious. Coleridge's Christabel tells the story of a young woman who encounters a mysterious stranger in the woods. The narrative unfolds with an eerie atmosphere, blending elements of the Gothic and the supernatural. The poem leaves readers with a sense of ambiguity and a lingering sense of the uncanny. Wordsworth's The Idiot Boy is a narrative ballad that combines humor and empathy. The poem recounts the misadventures of Johnny, a simple-minded boy, and his mother, Betty Foy. Wordsworth uses a blend of rustic language and humor to tell the story, offering a compassionate portrayal of characters who, despite their perceived shortcomings, exhibit a genuine love and connection. The narrative arc of Lyrical Ballads comes full circle with Wordsworth's lines written a few miles above Tintern Abbey serving as the final poem. In this reflective piece, Wordsworth revisits the landscape described in the opening poem and reflects on the changes that time has wrought. The poem encapsulates the overarching themes of the collection, emphasizing the enduring power of nature, the impact of memory, and the profound connection between the individual and the natural world. The collaborative endeavor of Wordsworth and Coleridge in Lyrical Ballads represents a significant departure from the poetic norms of their era. The narrative of the collection unfolds through a diverse range of poems, each contributing to the exploration of themes such as nature, human experience, and the supernatural. The poets' shared vision for a more accessible and emotionally resonant form of verse laid the foundation for the Romantic movement, influencing generations of poets and reshaping the landscape of English literature. Lyrical Ballads remains a landmark collection, celebrated for its innovative approach to poetry and its enduring impact on the evolution of literary expression.